And we're just hours away from fireworks lighting up the sky. If you're still looking for somewhere to celebrate, you can find a full list of all the displays happening in towns across the area on our website, 5newsonline.com.
And if you do want to find out, just text July 4 to the number there on your screen, 785-5000. We will text you right back with a message taking you to our website with a list of all those shows still to happen. One of the celebrations happening right now on the Bentonville Square. They're having a 4th of July themed First Friday on the square.
5 News reporter Parker Abels, he's the best dressed at 5 News tonight, and he's on the square for the festivities. And we hear that a hot dog eating contest is going on right now. Parker.
Yeah, it actually just wrapped up. We're trying to figure out who won, but look at all these hot dogs that were just consumed. Actually, not very many, unfortunately, for these guys. We're trying to figure out who won. These guys had 3 minutes to eat as many hot dogs as they could, and man, they did a great job. We have 3 Bentonville residents and 2 Rogers residents, and they did awesome. Guys, hey, what was it like eating all those hot dogs?
Easy!
Easy? What did you think?
It was hard. I couldn't do it.
Guy, it was an unbelievable performance, guy. This guy doused all of his water, with all the hot dogs with his water. It was unbelievable, guys. I'll have more on this coming up tonight at 10. But for now, in Bentonville, covering news where you live, Parker Abels, 5 News.
All right, thank you, Parker. Some important coverage there today on July 4th. The festivities continue on the Fort Smith riverfront, where Mayor George McGill is hosting one of the area's biggest holiday celebrations. 5 News reporter Bo Russell spoke with organizers there as they were getting ready ahead of tonight's event.
Here at Fort Smith's Harry E. Kelly River Park for the annual Mayor's 4th of July celebration, where local organizations and businesses are getting ready for a big crowd. All kinds of family fun is out here with bounce houses, jugglers, magicians, and food trucks. The fireworks show over the Arkansas River Valley starts at 9:30, but the main event this year will be the performers, taking the stage right on the bank of the Arkansas River. Amanda Hager, Executive Director of Main Street Fort Smith, says the mayor wanted to get the best musical guests possible.
So this year, not only do we have some incredible local talent that are being featured, but we also have a national recording headliner, Shaylin.
This celebratory event is still ramping up and it doesn't end until 10 o'clock. So if you're in the area, you've got plenty of time to come on down, enjoy some music and see the fireworks. Reporting in Fort Smith, covering news where you live, I'm Bo Russell, 5 News.
All right, thanks, Bo. Well, the Alma High School Marching Band spent Independence Day representing Arkansas in Washington, D.C.'s 4th of July parade. They marched along the parade route on Constitution Avenue today, past some of our country's most iconic landmarks with thousands lining the streets.
While many of us get ready to enjoy the fireworks tonight, some veterans with PTSD will celebrate with a silent salute. It's low-noise explosives that have the same visual appeal without the loud boom of fireworks. Laura Castleman talked to the creator and a veteran, joins us now with a look at how it's helping our nation's veterans celebrate Independence Day along with their family and friends.
This 4th of July, fireworks will light up the Arkansas sky, but this year a new silent option is available for veterans with PTSD, keeping that boom to a whisper. A fairly new silent option of firework available at Pyro Penny's Fayetteville. Silent salute fireworks allow veterans to celebrate the 4th of July without the bang that can trigger flashbacks. They cost around the same price as normal fireworks. I talked with the creator of Silent Salute, Megan Bromback. She says she noticed fireworks were affecting her friends and loved ones who served, so she designed these with veterans in mind.
We interviewed a lot of veterans about this to find out exactly what it is about specific fireworks that is triggering. So we tried to pinpoint those exact sounds and then ask the manufacturer to leave those exact effects out of the fireworks. So I thought it would just be big booms, but it's actually not. It's actually a lot of times the crackle.
This Independence Day, freedom shines silently with Silent Salute. These special type of fireworks allows veterans with PTSD to enjoy the 4th of July. In Fayetteville, covering news where you live, Laura Castleman, 5 News.
Meanwhile, fundraisers are starting to line up to help 3 victims of Wednesday's fire at a fireworks stand in southeast Oklahoma. All 3 are in critical condition with severe burns. 2 are teens from Vian. Another is a firefighter from Tahlequah. Eli Smith and Cash Collins are from Vian. They, along with Brad Llewellyn of Tahlequah, were the most critically injured. It happened at a fireworks stand in Tuscahoma, Oklahoma. Jamie Trueblood is helping organize a fundraiser in Sallisaw, set for later this month.
It's time to stand up for these boys, stand up for Brad. The other 2 that were thankfully able to be released, you know, they didn't have extended burns like the other 3 have had. But yeah, we come out for our families. These are, you know, we're close-knit community.
The event is set for July 26th at the Sallisaw Fairgrounds. We'll hear more from Jamie about the event tonight on your 5 News at 10.
Well, happening tonight in our nation's capital, President Trump signed his spending plan, known as the Big Beautiful Bill, into law a little over an hour ago at the White House. The legislation will increase funding for border security and the military. It also extends the 2017 tax cut, something the president believes will lead to unprecedented economic growth across the country.
What we've done is put everything into one bill. It's never happened before. It's the biggest bill of its type in history. We've never had anything like that before. Nothing like that they thought would be possible to get passed. And actually, I liked it because we had so much in there that no matter who you are, there was something in that bill that would make your congressman or your senator or your congresswoman, much more importantly, raise their hand and support.
The legislation passed both chambers with only Republican support. Democrats voiced opposition to new cuts the bill will bring to Medicaid and food stamps that are expected to total $1.2 trillion of savings over 10 years. With those cuts, Arkansans may start seeing significant changes to their health care coverage. 5 News reporter Kayla Davis is here now. And Kayla, how many Arkansans currently qualify for Medicaid?
Morgan, according to 2024 data from the Arkansas Department of Human Services, or DHS, 821,000 Arkansans rely on Medicaid. Healthcare advocates are concerned, saying it's not just individuals that will be impacted. Hospitals could also be at risk. A newly signed spending and tax bill dubbed the Big Beautiful Bill comes with nearly $1 trillion in cuts to Medicaid over the next 10 years. There are also new requirements for able-bodied adults to work 80 hours a month to qualify. With these new adjustments, Arkansas Center for Health Improvement claims Medicaid enrollment could go down by 14%, which means 114,000 Arkansans could lose their coverage. Kayla Kraus is a stay-at-home mom of 2. Both of her children require frequent medical visits.
My daughter has been in speech therapy for 3.5 years, and that is federally funded. She does 90 minutes a week. My son has to have developmental checkups every 3 months to make sure he's progressing at an accurate developmental scale. And my daughter also has very severe anaphylactic allergies.
Kraus says her livelihood may change amid this new law.
With job requirements, we want to make sure that our kids have insurance, as it's not a feasible option through my husband's job, which looks at, me working at Target or at Walmart from like 11 p.m. to 6 a.m., which means, I get a 1 or 2 hour break before I jump back in and take care of the kids.
Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families says these changes will impact rural areas the most.
If you are someone who doesn't use Medicaid and SNAP, but you may lose your closest hospital, what does that mean in terms of healthcare costs for you, in terms of you having to travel further in order to access care? That is a significant thing that people may not be thinking about today, but we will have to think about soon as hospitals are trying to determine whether or not they can keep their bottom line.
But says they're currently working on solutions.
Making sure that Arkansans that rely on these programs know what to expect, know what the new requirements are, and know how to meet them. Because we have seen with our last round of work requirements, and also when we did Medicaid unwinding, we saw qualified individuals be removed from the program due to no fault of their own or because of misunderstandings about the program requirements. And we do not want to see that happen.
States must have tracking and compliance systems in place by the end of 2026, with work requirements for able-bodied adults taking effect on January 1st, 2027. Kayla Davis, 5 News.